In 1993, I started as a school counselor in a small logging town in Northern California. I was only going to stay for 3 or 4 months, and I ended up staying for 8 years. I started trying to locate the original students. Did they remember anything? Did it have an impact on their lives? What was happening with these young people now?
I've used the tools like a lot subconsciously. Like I didn't even realize I was using them, and when you emailed the list to my dad, I was reading over it and I was like, wow, I use most of these every single day.
Now that I think back on it, that it's kind of just all natural now. Since I was growing up when I was younger, it kind of just learned at a young age, and now it's just, don't even think about it, I just do it, you know? It's one of those things.
Yeah.
With the Toolbox, I was able to learn how to work with things and able to know where to put that specific thing that I'm feeling and know that it's safe there and that I'm not gonna explode later on and have a huge just episode, you know, and not be able to know what to do about it.
With the Toolbox, it definitely softens the choice whether you make the life hard or make it easy, because you have ways to make your life easy. You have ways to deal with things, to progress in life. Because one little mistake can break you from 100% good to 2% all of a sudden.
You know, if somebody says something to me that's mean or hurtful, like I can recognize that's how I feel, and then I can use this tool in my brain and I can use these scenarios to make myself feel better.
If you sit down with it and you go through the list and you realize that these are things that I should just probably do anyway, and things that will lead to positive outcomes and will definitely solve a lot more problems on the playground and even when they're out of school, most definitely.
It's really working out to learn and develop these skills, and then I can go out to the real world, sort of halfway high school, you know, halfway there, and kind of just practice them and use them.
It's just, can you use them? You know, is it within yourself to use them and overcome yourself? I think that makes you a better person for it too.
And it's usually less drama too. We can all use a little less drama. So
when I met new people, I would use those tools and became friends with them a lot easier, you know?
Knowing the difference between pretending to use it and really using it. There's that surface layer where you're kind of pretending to use it to your own advantage. And then there's the bottom layer where you really mean it.
I guess if we never learned the stuff at a young age, we would have went through life, like growing up, going through school, and we wouldn't know, like, we wouldn't be able to, a lot of times, walk away from situations. We just get mad, maybe turn into fighting, violence.
Probably wouldn't have like as many cliques as we do, and everybody would probably be friends. In fact, I know that everybody could be friends.
Nobody went unknown. There could be the quietest kid in our class, and he could be the quietest kid for the next 10 years of my life. But we were all on the same page, and we all knew how to work with each other when we're upset.
And I remember feeling very empowered by being able to use such just a straightforward but a good connection between the world around me and what I was feeling, and that I was able to do it at the same level as everybody else.
These are tools and things that you can use all throughout your life, from when it doesn't matter how old you are, all the way from kindergarten to like when you're 80.
It bums me out to think that there are certain schools that don't educate kids on emotions and how to deal with it. And then horrible things happen, or they just don't really understand themselves later on in life.
But if I didn't have Toolbox, I think I would have fought fire with fire.
Like I said, Jake and I, we'd probably be, I don't know, juvie, jail, somewhere.
No lying, I'd be in the penitentiary. I absolutely would be.
You need the power of positive thinking to make your world better. And if you have positive thinking, your world becomes better. It works mostly like that.
That's really what it is for me now, you know. Having these tools to deal with everything in your life is about balance. It's about, you know, body and soul awareness and wellness, and that wellness is just as much of a part of your life that needs to be worked on and exercised and studied as much as anything else.
I basically took in mind to take it to heart because it was something I found fairly interesting and useful. I don't know why, there was just some deep pride in taking it in and really using it. There's something right about it, you know?
These tools are just small chisels, and our life's a big granite block, and little by little we get a little better at it.
I know that I'd love when I have children for them to experience the Toolbox, because it's great, you know. I really think it helped those basic skills when you're younger, being introduced to those. It helps them, and I like how I turned out.
There's nothing else like it in the world. It's what gives you the tools to find and strive for that happiness, that altogether thing that we all strive for, and it's just right here. You know, it's in here. It's inside us. It's not out there. I really appreciate it.
Help everybody, you know, do as much as you can, because I mean, the generation we have coming up, we really need everybody to be emotionally sound.
I just want to be able to be who I am, and for it to be okay, and for everybody just to be okay with that, really, you know?